My friends, abundance is not something that drifts outside of you waiting to be caught. Abundance already lives within you, waiting to be unlocked, and the golden key that opens this treasure is gratitude. Gratitude is the language of the universe, the vibration that aligns your heart with wealth, peace, and limitless supply. As you rest, as you breathe, as you affirm, let these words sink deep into your spirit. I see it, I get it. What I recognize with gratitude, I receive in overflowing measure. Gratitude is more than a pleasant feeling or a kind gesture. It is a transformative energy that can alter the entire atmosphere of your life. When you begin to live in gratitude, even for the smallest blessings, you create a shift in vibration that attracts more good into your experience. Life does not respond to complaining, doubt, or fear. It responds to the frequency you emit, and gratitude carries one of the highest vibrations you can embody. Think about how you feel when you focus on what is missing. Your shoulders may tense, your breath becomes shallow, and your mind is filled with worry. This state of lack closes doors and makes it difficult to see possibilities. Now contrast that with the feeling of genuine gratitude. Your heart softens, your body relaxes, and your mind becomes clear. That simple shift in energy opens the way for new opportunities to appear. Gratitude does not wait for perfect conditions, it creates them. Scientific studies have shown that gratitude can reduce stress hormones and improve overall well-being. But beyond science, gratitude is a spiritual force. When you give thanks, you align yourself with abundance rather than lack. You tell life that you are ready to receive, and life always answers. This is why people who practice daily gratitude often report sudden blessings, unexpected opportunities, and solutions that appear just when they are needed most. Consider the story of a woman who faced financial hardship. Every day, she felt weighed down by the fear of not having enough. One evening, she decided to shift her approach. Instead of rehearsing her worries, she began to speak words of gratitude for the little she did have: her health, her home, the food on her table. She even blessed the coins in her purse. Within weeks, she noticed her mood lifting and new opportunities arising. She was offered extra work and soon after, a new position that paid far better. Gratitude had shifted her energy and her outer world followed. The truth is, everything responds to the energy you give it. When you approach life with gratitude, you magnetize abundance. Even difficulties are softened when viewed through the lens of thanksgiving. A challenge becomes an opportunity to grow. A delay becomes a lesson in patience. Gratitude does not deny reality. It transforms the way you meet it. By shifting your inner state, you make room for life to surprise you with blessings you could not have imagined. Begin where you are. Each morning, thank life for your breath, for the light of a new day, for the strength in your body. Each evening, reflect on the good that unfolded, no matter how small. As this practice becomes a habit, you will notice your energy changing. You will feel lighter, more open, and more expectant of good things. That inner change is the signal the universe responds to, bringing more and more into alignment with your grateful heart. Gratitude shifts your energy because it takes you out of fear and places you in faith. It reminds you that abundance is not something far away, but something already present, waiting to expand the moment you recognize it. When your energy shifts, your life shifts, and gratitude is the key that makes it possible. When you live with a heart full of gratitude, you become like a magnet drawing new opportunities, people, and resources toward you. Gratitude sends out a clear signal to life that you are open, receptive, and ready for blessings. It is not a passive feeling. It is an active force that reshapes the way life responds to you. Every thought, every word, every feeling carries energy, and gratitude happens to be one of the most powerful energies of all. Think of gratitude as an invisible light around you. When you are thankful for what you already have, no matter how small, that light shines brighter. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate positivity and appreciation. Employers notice it, friends are uplifted by it, and opportunities seem to align with it. On the other hand, when you focus only on what you lack, you cast a shadow that makes it harder for blessings to reach you. Gratitude clears the path and opens the door. There is a simple reason why gratitude attracts opportunities. It changes the way you see the world. Instead of dwelling on closed doors, you begin to notice open ones. Instead of feeling defeated by a setback, you begin to see it as redirection. A grateful person is alert to possibilities, and that awareness alone is enough to create more opportunities. For example, someone may lose a job, but instead of sinking into despair, they give thanks for the skills they have gained and the time they now have to pursue something new. That shift in perspective often leads to a better role, new connections, or even the courage to start a business of their own. History and daily life are filled with examples of people who turned challenges into stepping stones through gratitude. Entrepreneurs who lost everything but chose to remain thankful for lessons learned often built bigger and better companies the second time around. Families who struggled financially but continued to give thanks for their health and unity often discovered doors opening through unexpected sources of help, promotions, or side opportunities that grew into stability. Gratitude does not change the outer world instantly, but it changes you, and when you change, the world rearranges itself to match your energy. Gratitude also amplifies confidence. When you focus on what is working instead of what is broken, you carry yourself with more assurance. That confidence makes you more attractive to others. Mentors want to guide you, employers want to hire you, and partners want to work with you. Life rewards a grateful spirit because it knows that whatever is given will be received with joy, not with complaint. Gratitude proves you are ready for more. You can practice this magnetism daily. Start by writing down 3 things you are grateful for each morning. They may be simple: the roof above your head, the meal on your table, the kind words someone spoke to you. As you cultivate this awareness, you will find yourself meeting new people, discovering opportunities, and attracting abundance that once seemed out of reach. Gratitude makes you a magnet for opportunities because it is the energy of receptivity. It tells life that you are already rich in spirit and therefore safe to bless with even more. When you live in this state, the right people, the right doors, and the right timing begin to unfold with remarkable ease. What once felt impossible begins to flow naturally, all because you chose to give thanks first. Gratitude is not only a feeling, it is a spiritual law. Whatever you give thanks for increases, and whatever you ignore or take for granted diminishes. When you awaken each day and speak words of appreciation over what is already in your hands, you plant seeds that grow into a greater harvest. Life responds to your recognition. When you bless what you have, you invite it to multiply. Many people believe multiplication comes only through hard labor, but in truth, the spirit of gratitude is the soil where true increase takes root. A person may hold only a small amount of money, but if they clutch it with fear, it shrinks in value both in their mind and in their life. Yet if that same person holds the money with joy, saying, "I bless this and see it growing," they have aligned themselves with expansion. The outward amount may not change immediately, but doors, ideas, and channels soon begin to open, proving that gratitude carries a multiplying power. Look at nature for evidence. A farmer does not despise the small bag of seed in his hand. Instead, he plants it with expectation, grateful for the harvest to come. From a single seed, an entire field of crops is born. Gratitude works in the same way. When you are thankful for what you have, however little it may seem, you are planting the spiritual seed for more. When you complain about lack, you scatter the seed and reap nothing. Think of a family that struggles financially yet continues to gather around the table, giving thanks for every meal, every small blessing, and every act of kindness. Over time, opportunities for better jobs, support from loved ones, or even unexpected financial help begin to show up. Gratitude prepared the way for multiplication. In contrast, another family with the same income but constant complaints often finds that even small resources slip away through unexpected expenses or setbacks. The difference is not the money, but the spirit that surrounds it. Gratitude also multiplies joy. A person who chooses to appreciate their health, even if they are not in perfect condition, finds greater strength and energy to heal. One who gives thanks for their relationships attracts deeper bonds and more love. It is not magic. It is a shift in energy that turns your focus toward abundance rather than deficiency. What you focus on expands, and gratitude ensures that your focus is always on the good that surrounds you. You can practice this multiplication every day in small, deliberate ways. When you receive money, no matter how little, bless it. When someone shows kindness, appreciate it out loud. When you eat a meal, whisper thanks before the first bite. These acts of recognition build momentum until they become a powerful force that transforms your life. Gratitude multiplies what you have because it proves to life that you are a faithful steward of blessings. The more you honor what has been entrusted to you, the more you are trusted with. Every blessing you acknowledge becomes a seed for greater supply. What begins small can grow into a life of overflowing abundance, simply because you chose to give thanks where you once might have complained. When you lay your head upon the pillow at night, your mind often replays the events of the day. If those thoughts are filled with worry, regret, or fear, your body may be lying still, but your spirit is restless. Sleep becomes shallow, dreams turn heavy, and you awaken tired, carrying yesterday's burdens into tomorrow. Yet when you choose gratitude as your final thought before sleep, something miraculous occurs. The weight of the day is lifted, your heart softens, and peace washes over you like a gentle tide. Gratitude becomes the key that unlocks both rest and abundance. The subconscious mind does not sleep. It listens and records every word, every emotion you dwell upon before drifting off. When you close your eyes whispering thanks for the breath in your lungs, the roof above your head, the lessons learned that day, and the unseen blessings on their way, you program your inner world with harmony. This harmony translates into deep rest because the mind is no longer at war with fear, but is aligned with faith. Sleep then becomes not an escape, but a sanctuary where your spirit is renewed. Science has begun to confirm what spiritual wisdom has known for ages. Studies show that people who keep a gratitude journal sleep longer, fall asleep faster, and wake feeling more refreshed than those who do not. The simple act of appreciation calms the nervous system, lowers stress hormones, and signals safety to the body. Safety opens the door to rest, and rest restores both the body and the soul. Gratitude, therefore, is not only a spiritual practice, but a practical medicine for the weary heart. Beyond rest, gratitude unlocks a higher dimension, dreams of abundance. Dreams are the canvas where the mind paints pictures of possibility. If you fall asleep in worry, your dreams reflect chaos and fear. But if you fall asleep in gratitude, your dreams reflect hope, guidance, and inspiration. Countless innovators, artists, and leaders have awakened with solutions and visions that came through peaceful sleep. The difference lies in the state of mind carried into slumber. Gratitude prepares the soil of the subconscious for divine ideas to blossom. Consider the story of a woman who struggled with financial debt. Each night she would lie awake, replaying her problems, unable to rest. One evening, she decided to write down 5 things she was grateful for before bed. Her children's laughter, the kindness of a neighbor, the food she had for dinner, her own resilience, and even the lessons hidden in her struggles. Within a week, she was sleeping deeply for the first time in months. Soon after, she awoke from a dream with a creative idea for a side business that eventually became her path to freedom. Gratitude not only restored her sleep, but also unlocked a new channel for prosperity. When you rest in thankfulness, you give permission for the universe to work on your behalf while you sleep. You surrender the battles of the day and open your spirit to receive abundance without resistance. Each morning then becomes a resurrection of energy, filled with new mercies, fresh opportunities, and guidance that flows naturally. Gratitude tucks you in with peace and awakens you with abundance. It is the golden bridge between restful sleep and prosperous dreams, proving that wealth is not only counted in coins, but also in the renewal of your spirit each night. So as you close your eyes tonight, remember this truth: gratitude is not an afterthought. Gratitude is the master key. When you give thanks in advance, you declare trust in life, and life responds with abundance. Hold your money, your dreams, your heart, and whisper, "I see it, I get it. All that is mine by divine right comes to me in perfect time." And as you rest, your gratitude will open doors wealth alone could never buy.